a spade. Okay, I do not beat around the bush. I am very vocal in what I say. But the thing is, see, what we have to look at is initially the 6 guarantees which were given by the Congress party, and when KCR started implementing his manifesto, when he has declared his manifesto, he has copied almost everything from there. So that means you're telling me 9 years he was in power, and he just thought of the gas cylinders and all everything right now. You are just thinking of things right now after the Congress party declaring. And see, the thing which is in common, what we're talking about in the common, that's a common man's requirement, and that's what Congress has done. The Congress didn't say they will not do it. Congress has said that they will do it. They also even committed to the really important issues. Real important issues were covered. But compared to you look at the manifesto in detail. Actually, I have the full manifesto with me. The full manifesto, if you look at in detail, we are much ahead than the BRS. The BRS is nowhere close to this. Every detail, because the manifesto is very much in detail. And let me tell you one thing: when we talk about belt shops, you know the amount of harassment that women have because of belt shops in these places, and how many number of belt shops, and how many people in the hospital admitted because of the belt shops. So Congress party has looked at it very carefully and taken a very stern stand on this. And I am telling you one thing for certain: you will see the women are going to come out in big numbers and back the Congress.
All right.
That is
So
for
that,
sure.
yeah, sure. Okay, Roydin. I mean, we'll have to, the proof of the pudding and all that we will see on 3rd of December when you and I shall once again be same place, and we will see how the women who have now outnumbered men in Telangana, because their issues remain the same, and but the thing is that how they have actually rewarded any of the party. Shujat Ali Sufi, if I can have you on the screen, sir, spokesperson of the TPCC. I want to ask you, Shujat Ali Sufi, look at it, look at the similarity. Mahalakshmi guarantee, 2,500 to eligible women. BRS says we will also hike it. Domestic cylinder at 500 rupees, they say 400 rupees. What really stands out for me in the manifesto released by the Congress today is the Bhumata portal. Talk a little about it. I mean, for me, what stands out is abolishing of belt shops. That stands out for me. Number 2, I mean, this is just a cursory glance I have made. I'll get a copy, or maybe you can send it to me, sir, online. I mean, and I can read it fully. But belt shops abolition stands out for me, and this Bhumata versus Dharani stands out for me. What will you achieve with this Dharani portal? Because when KCR had introduced the Dharani portal, it was with a great fanfare that we shall see to it that that everything, all the documents are in one place, it is more organized, there is a kind of protocol which is being followed. We will talk about the problems, of course, as we as we go along during this debate. But over to you, Shujat Ali Sufi Sahab, tell me what's so special about the Bhumata portal?
That will be decided which is a good one for the people. As far as the gas cylinder is concerned, our gas cylinder will be available for 500 rupees, whereas TRS gas cylinder will be available for 400. It is not for universal purpose. It is for selected people. So that has no appeal. That was actually they have copied our point. As far as that Dharani portal is concerned, there are a lot of drawbacks in that. So we wanted to have a perfect type of portal where it will help the people in maintaining their records. Here, there is no transfer.
Shujat Ali Saab, sorry, I am interjecting. But I want to ask you, how will you better it, Bhumata? Because see, in the Dharani portal with farmers, what was the problem? I am in possession of land, but I have no patta. Those were the problems. No record of where is it, and you'll also, no records of the farmer's name in the official documents. There are also cases that your name is missing, whereas you are getting all the. So you see, there is the thing is about being. So how will Bhumata improve on Dharani portal is my question to you, Shujat Ali Sufi Saab. I think there is some.
We have given in a very clear fashion what is the difference between those two. Ours is a very much transparent scheme where there will be no malpractices. We want to reduce the malpractices of the present government. That's why we are bringing this new one.
All right. Let me come back to you because I'll ask Roydeen maybe in detail as to what the how will it be corrected, because this is a very important thing, because like I said, in the spot the differences, abolition of belt shops and Bhumata, instead of Dharani. Let me go to Mr. Prasad and also to Bhanuchandar first, opening remarks. Bhanuchandar, what do you think about this manifesto? For me, it is pretty much welfare, welfare, welfare all through. Even as KCR has said, no, we have enough money, we've done well, the budget, the coffers are not running empty. Congress so far has not spoken about, where they'll get the money from if they come to power. But do you think it should be just called Welfare Manifesto?
Good evening, Sudha and all my fellow panelists. See, I just want to take a bird's eye view of what is happening in India and sort of try to place this manifesto in the context of it. So right now, India is going through a very aspirational phase. We are going to be the third largest economy in the world soon, and so on and so forth. And I'm saying this because Telangana with Hyderabad is one of the prime movers of this this development, right? So on one hand, we talk about bullet trains, we talk about infrastructure, tea hubs, so on and so forth. And there are a bunch of people who might be thinking, hey, what am I getting out of it? Okay, this is all great, but what exactly am I getting out of it? So I think Congress is trying, and even BRS for that matter, is trying to capture into that psychology of people and saying that we are going to look at you in particular, while those other things will continue to happen. And here, what they have done is they have actually taken every section of people, from women to the differently able to students and farmers, and have taken everybody and addressed everybody's concerns in some way or the other. So that is how I see it. And this is also caused a method of juxtaposing one ideological way of looking at development through empowering, through, you don't want to call it freebies, but through welfarism, and another which is through input, through guarantees, through infrastructure, through technology, and so on. So I think these two models of development are posed before the people. Like what you said, the Congress has tasted success in Karnataka by almost presenting the same template.
Yeah.
We can quibble on the details, but the ideology and the method of delivering the promises are actually presented in the same format. So I think we are yet to grasp this whole big psychology of how political parties are understanding this moment in time of our development. So I think this is in that context. Yeah, I'll discuss the details as we go forward.
All right. K.S. Prasad. Mr. Prasad, one aspect of this manifesto which I would like to call the welfare document, because it's only welfare, gold for Tali, this, that and the other. I mean, pretty much one can write a book on this actually. I'm thinking I should do that rather than be doing this show. It will sell because everything I have heard of. It is not that it's unheard of. So, Mr. Prasad, I want you to particularly, first of all, your comment on how do these manifestos compare, or there is no comparison, it is just, double role of a hero. One is quiet, the other is very aggressive. Remember Ram or Sham, those kind of movies. And also, I want you to talk to me about Raita Bandhu, sir. I mean, where KCR has been criticized for Raita Bandhu a lot. He is saying the rich farmers keep making more money. Now, he has increased that from 10 to 16,000 or something like that. Throw some light on that, but first your comment on the two manifestos, sir.
Good evening, ma'am, and good evening to the co-panelists. So nice to have you in your debate, because you already expressed on behalf of entire Telangana. Your voice is nothing but Telangana. Thank you very much, because the people, what they're thinking, absolutely are delivered. Instead of analyzing, we just need to follow you, that's it. Because these people, we might have heard about copywritings in the school days.
Yeah.
These people are simply following each other's trail, and end of the day, they believed on this particular welfare schemes, and they're just polishing it, just like a school student who polishes his shoes. Out of this, there is no rocket science. +1 and -2. This is what the people have done, and out of which they're anticipating more, just like votes fall like a rain shower on their head, and they form the governments and all. Whatever is happening, they have been tasted from the last 10 years as far as Telangana is concerned. And all of a sudden, other than the gold chain of 1 tula, what they added, what plus they added. And the failure of Karnataka might be, they have not delivered it as far as the free transportation is concerned. There are a lot of initial hiccups, whatever been they're saying, because from the last 4 years, 4 months itself, it has got implemented. So initial hiccups, what they're what they're saying about it. But it comes to the ground reality. Recently, we adopted the entire RTC into state government purview. And these are all the manifestos. They want to create some sort of, eye-washing situations. And with that, they want to grab a lot of votes. As far as Congress is concerned, from the day one of their initial days itself, they are with the, what you call, all sort of welfare schemes. They are the innovators, actually. Out of which, there is no much treasure hunt as far as welfare schemes are concerned.
Right.
People who are following his tail, and they want to wag the tails according to their whims and fancies right now. This is the first ever time in the history of manifestos. The gold chain concept has recently adopted by Congress. Already Kalyan Lakshmi and whatever the
Shadi Mubarak.
Wedding, Shadi Mubarak, for which they are just added 1 tula of gold.
Yeah.
But they are forgetting that yielding abilities and what you call the people for the sake of, if somebody yields, the Telangana people will never yield for certain things. They have been, there is a word called in Telugu, they have been continuously mosapotone. I mean, they have been ditched from the years together as far as Congress is concerned. Finally, with lot of sacrifices by the human beings, then they have given the state. And they are owning now, we have given the Telangana state.
Yeah, okay.
It's quite unfortunate. If I really see the left-hand side of my life, there are a lot of people who have died for my Telangana sake. And today, they're smartly giving 250 square yards for their namesake.
That is also something which is, Mr. Prasad, a very unique thing that they have done. And I think, which I will reserve that question for perhaps Banu Chandar or Mr. Sufi, but let me now go back to Roydin. Roydin, I want you to explain, you say, like Sufi Saab said, all the malpractices from Dharani which happened. Because Dharani, apart from everything else, much like Raitu Bandhu, Dalita Bandhu of KCR, the delivery was a problem. You have spoken on my show about how the bureaucrats were not, aligned. People had to run from pillar to post. These farmers had to. Tell me, how will Bhumata help over Dharani?
Okay, let me explain to you about Dharani, what's happening in Dharani. For instance, the people who have sold their land, sold their properties also,
right,
their names are coming back into the system, and the people who bought the property is suffering. And for that to be even changed, I have many of the instances which I can even prove to you all that people who had the issue at the implementation of the Dharani portal, even till date, as in we stand and talking now, people have been running pillar to post to get it done. Because these things cannot be done at the level of even collector. Right. It has to go to one level higher. And this is the problem of the administration, that they can't handle the pressure and can't handle the situation, and people have to run around. So why will I buy a property, okay, and after go and pay again advocate fee to fight and get back my property? Isn't that stupidness?
Yeah, but how will you? I still am not. No, boss, Roydin, I'm not getting an answer. As to how will you improve
I'm coming. No, Mr. I'm coming to it. These things, the Congress party clearly mentions that they are going to redo the entire system. The way the process, where it will be a very easy access process, the land survey will be done, and each one will be done immediately, and that will be done across, within the presence of the people. It's not that you go, do a land survey and start changing over the details of the person without even the person knowing about it.
Right.
Now, for example, even certain property which I know about, has been changed when the person is in position. It has gone back to a person who sold it to about 3 times ago. It's changed 3 hands, and now it is coming back, and this person doesn't have any clue about that owner also.
All
So
right.
how will he even know about it?
Right, that-
And I
yeah.
tell you, 1 minute, 1 minute. There are a lot of lands that are there which have been taken away on illegal names. Okay, there's heavy malpractice on it, heavy corruption.
Right.
Lands have been taken away
Yeah,
and
okay.
people are being fooled.
Right.